today about real estate updates to help with your success. So, everybody, welcome. We hope you're all safe. And real estate definitely has picked up, and things have opened up since June 1st. So, activity and phone calls and closings have increased. John, would you like to tell us about the forecast?
Yeah, we're seeing in the current Miami real estate market that single family homes are now doing well. That's because the inventory is low and the demand is up. So it's a seller's market for single family homes. A little bit reversed for the condos. The inventory is still high and the demand has lessened a little bit. So for condos, it's more of a buyer's market. Um, Virtual home tours, we're seeing that explode. So all realtors should, if they're not already, become familiar on how to do virtual tours. Obviously, Cindy can help you do that. And a little bit of other good news is new home sales for April increased following a decline in March. So good things are starting to happen, yes.
Correct. In fact, the market rewards the realtors who are flexible about contracts, about being creative with showings. Like John mentioned, the virtual opens. In fact, we did a virtual open on Sunday with an agent that was actually in Florida but was marketing a property in New York. And the seller was on site giving the virtual tour, and it was met with huge success. Plus, the marketing afterward, which I can talk to you about, led to thousands to millions of viewers. And in fact, an offer came in. So I highly recommend virtual opens, especially when you can't get into the property or you're not located at the property. And also, there's been, yes, a decrease in foreign national buyers, but definitely that's going to be opening up as travel opens up. And as we mentioned last time, we're getting an influx of buyers from New York who are fleeing for tax reasons and COVID reasons and other locations. John, which you mentioned last time, right? From the Northeast and California.
Yeah, basically big cities, a lot of people are realizing now that they can work from home. So they don't need to be clustered in the big cities. So they're looking to expand, as we mentioned, to single family homes. And also they're looking for things such as a big backyard and also an office in the home. So
Yes, and safety, safety, safety. And there's also been an influx of first time home buyers as well. And people like my friend called me the other day and says, help, find me a realtor who can help me. I need to get out of New York and have a second home in Florida to escape to, because of what's going on with the climate in New York now, especially. So we do see increase in sales and closings. And as we also have mentioned, we do in-person closings, we do remote closings, we do even drive-by curbside closings. We're digital, wireless, and paperless at Florida Closing and Escrow. So we're here to help with your success in this market. And at first, the evictions and foreclosures were supposed to expire on June 2nd. However, there's been a moratorium, an update. Anthony, if you want to tell us about that.
sure.
Oh, or John.
Yeah, I'll take that one.
Okay,
Um,
sorry.
right, Governor DeSantis has extended the moratorium on evictions and foreclosures until July 1st.
Okay,
As
right.
we've mentioned before, moratoriums are just postponements of payments. They're not forgiveness of payments. So what we're recommending is that landlords and tenants open up lines of communication, talk about maybe restructuring their monthly payments, adding the payments that they missed to maybe some upcoming monthly payments. So it's good to speak with the tenant and or landlord and try and work something out, because once the moratorium is lifted, there's going to be thousands of cases going through the courts, and it won't get through quickly. So it's better to try and work it out now instead of trying to go to court. Also, some other legal updates in Miami, especially Sunny Isles Beach. The hotels and pools have reopened Monday, June 1st. The beaches were going to open, but they are postponed until the curfew is lifted. And right now, the curfew is from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. And then one also a little bit of legal news is short-term vacation rentals are still prohibited until further notice.
Correct. And contrary to belief, prices are holding in spite of all the properties that might come on the market for due to evictions and so forth. Prices have held steadfast. So that's of interesting note. Anyone want to add anything other positive news before we get to the next question?
No.
Okay. Anthony, what are the NAR guidelines for brokers opens or updates about the brokers opens? At first, they were not allowing them, and now there are new guidelines.
Right. So virtual opens would be the first recommended options, as you were alluding to earlier. But if that's not possible, NAR, Florida Realtors, and Miami Realtors, in communication with the Florida Surgeon General, have issued a list of do's and don'ts for open houses. And these are basically just guidelines to follow if you are going to hold in person open houses. Aside from those do's and don'ts, it's also good to remember that in any event, the maximum number of people that could congregate in one setting would be 10 people. And then, obviously, based on the square footage of the property, you should adjust the size of the group as well. It's also advised, in addition to these guidelines that the NAR and the Miami Realtors have posted, it would be good advice to use also the in-person acknowledgement forms that were provided as well.
Okay, and there's also been a recommendation, instead of handing out business cards, to do digital business cards. And I do have that available now. In fact, an all-in-one digital business card, mini website, and landing page. So it's a good option right now that you can share via Facebook, email, and texting, and just click to have somebody add you to their contact list. So it's a great new tool in addition to the virtual or live opens. And we also have 3D virtual opens as well. You can simply send us pictures and we could create them for you. We do also have professionals that can go live as needed. And we also have another service called Web Alert. He's showing now the business card. That's a portion of it that you can add people to your contact list and includes lead capture as well. So it's a great idea not to have to exchange business cards in this climate. And we have the Web Alert, where you get viewers to your website converted into subscribers in one click. And they can then be sent notifications with live chat interactions about properties and updates. So there's a lot of new creative tools on the market that I'd be happy to help you with. All right, we had another question. Anthony, what about the apostille procedure for signatures overseas?
Right. So obviously, the preferential way would always be to get documents notarized at an embassy. But due to the coronavirus and many embassies being closed, the next best thing would be to get an apostille. An apostille is basically a certification that authenticates the document, and it could only be issued between countries that are party to the Hague Apostille Convention Treaty. Basically, what this does is it allows you to go to a local notary, get the documents notarized, then you submit those documents for the apostille certification, and they are then sent to over to the United States where they're recognized as authentic.
Okay, thank you. And we also will do closings local, out of state, live, virtual, anything needed. And we're here to assist you with our expert attorneys, which we include as part of our service. They will help structure deals, answer any questions, do contract draft and review. We will hold escrow. They can set up LLCs for you at cost and structure deals to close for you. So that's the sum of the good news. If you want to add anything, John or Anthony?
No, now stay doubly safe. Stay safe from the virus. Be careful. Peaceful protesting is always good. Just be mindful of the curfews, and we'll see you again next week.
Yeah, thank you. And if you have any questions, you can contact us and join our Facebook group at bowlive.net. And we look forward to helping you. And again, first and foremost, everyone stay safe. Thank you.